I'm putting British Airways and Virgin Atlantic head to head to see which one has the best premium economy for long-haul flights. Let's find out. Welcome to Doors to Auto. I've flown well over 1 million miles for both business and pleasure. And for the past few years, I've taken you along for the ride. If you're looking for genuine flight reviews or simply some wanderlust, please subscribe now and tap the notification bell. When it comes to travelling in style and comfort across the Atlantic, two airlines stand out, British Airways and Virgin Atlantic. Both offer an impressive premium economy product, but which one is the best? I'll compare the experience based on 10 separate criteria to help you understand the differences. At the end of the video, I'll reveal how each airline scored, and some regular viewers may be surprised at the results. With Virgin Atlantic, I flew premium from London to Las Vegas on a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner aircraft. With BA, I flew World Traveller Plus from London to New York on a Boeing 777-200 extended range aircraft. With both airlines, the baggage allowance was 2 bags weighing up to 23 kilos each, plus a cabin bag and a personal item. The only difference was the weight of the cabin bag, with BA allowing a 23 kilo bag compared to Virgin's 10 kilos. At Gatwick, when I checked in with BA, there weren't dedicated premium economy check-in desks, although at some airports like Heathrow, they do provide this distinction. With Virgin, there were dedicated premium economy check-in desks separate from business class. Here, I didn't queue at all. Neither offered fast-track security. On check-in experience, Virgin slightly has the upper hand, always providing separate premium check-in desks, but BA offers a substantially greater weight for your cabin bag. Both airlines board using group numbers, with premium economy passengers given priority after business class passengers. With BA, there were more staff on hand to manage the flow of people, ensuring only those called forward joined the queue. BA pips the post here with slightly better boarding arrangements. Don't forget to let me know what you think of the review. Like, subscribe and leave a comment. With BA, I flew a Boeing 777-200 aircraft. There were 52 seats in a 242 configuration. Across its fleet, BA has a standard premium economy seat in either 242 configuration or 232 configuration. The seat has a width of 18.7 inches with a pitch between rows of 38 inches. The seat can recline between 8 and 10 inches. There's an adjustable headrest and a footrest, as well as a calf rest. With Virgin, I flew on a Boeing 787-9 aircraft. There were 35 seats in a 232 configuration. Across its fleet, the premium economy product varies. The seat has a width between 18.5 inches and 21 inches, but the pitch between rows is always 38 inches. The seat can recline between 7 and 8 inches. There's an adjustable headrest and a footrest, but no calf rest. Both airlines offer a fairly good seat. BA has a consistent product, but on some Virgin aircraft the seats are far wider. Both airlines provided an amenity kit, although Virgin don't always do so on day flights. The BA amenity kit contains standard airline socks, an eye mask, toothbrush and toothpaste, a biro and lip balm. The Virgin kit was made from recycled paper. It also included an eye mask, toothbrush, toothpaste and earplugs. It didn't feel like a quality product though. Both airlines also provided a pillow and blanket. The BA offer was the superior product. The BA amenity kit was the superior and available on all flights. The pillow and blanket were also better. Both airlines have large entertainment screens. The BA system had an extensive range of 486 movies plus TV series. They provided good quality headphones. and the screen size varied from 10 inches to 12 inches in diameter. Power and USB ports were provided. Wi-Fi was reasonably priced at £15 for the flight from London to New York. The range of content on Virgin wasn't as large as on BA, with 205 movies, and the headphones weren't particularly good quality. The screen size varied from 10.5 inches to 13.3 inches in diameter. Power and USB ports were provided. Wi-Fi was more expensive at £23 for a flight from London to New York. On entertainment, BA was in the lead because of the range of content and better headphones. Their Wi-Fi was also more reasonably priced, although the screen size on some Virgin aircraft was larger. On Virgin, there were 2 dedicated premium economy toilets at the front of the cabin. They were pretty compact and no premium toiletries were offered. BA don't have dedicated World Traveller Plus toilets on many aircraft, instead having to share with the main economy cabin. The toilets were well maintained throughout the flights on both airlines. However, the overall cabin cleanliness on BA was poor compared to Virgin. Virgin scores the upper hand by having dedicated bathrooms and cleaner cabins. Both airlines offered a good main meal and drinks. Menus were handed out pre-takeoff. For the meal, there was a fixed starter and dessert, and a choice of hot main courses. With Virgin, you could pre-order the main course online to guarantee your choice. The Virgin food and drink offering scores higher because of the ability to pre-order. Snacks and drinks were available from the galley on both flights, and the crew on both came around offering drinks a couple of times during the flight. The second meal service was where there was a dividing line. With BA, the second meal was just a hot pasty served in a box. On Virgin, a similar toastie was offered, but rather than as a second meal, as a mid-flight snack on longer West Coast flights. Virgin's second meal was afternoon tea, which was more substantial. Virgin has the upper hand on food with a more substantial second meal. The BA cabin crew were very friendly and the service levels good. With Virgin, the service was similarly very good. The service on both recent flights was outstanding, although that often depends on the individual crew members. The prices of flights do vary over time, but I looked at 2 flights from London to New York in November and London to Los Angeles in December. On the same day, the BA World Traveller Plus flights were about £100 cheaper than the Virgin Atlantic premium flights. BA is a member of the One World Alliance and Virgin is a member of SkyTeam. The BA return flight to New York would earn about 3,500 Avios points. The return Virgin Atlantic flight would earn 6,900 Virgin points. A one-way BA flight to New York in economy would need 25,000 Avios points, so you'd need to fly about 7 premium economy returns to get a free flight. A one-way Virgin flight in economy would need 10,000 Virgin points, so you would need to fly 2 premium economy returns to get a free flight. However, BA only wanted £50 in taxes and fees when Virgin charged over £200. So whilst BA might have slightly more competitive flights currently, Virgin offers better value towards a reward flight. Adding up the scores for each of these criteria, it's a dead heat. Both airlines do offer a good premium economy service. BA are better with entertainment, amenities and blankets, but Virgin are better with food and drink. Let me know if you agree with my analysis. Would you rather fly Virgin Premium Economy or British Airways World Traveller Plus? You can also check out the premium economy services on other transatlantic airlines in this playlist. And please do subscribe to Doors to Auto for future reviews.